What's going on, everybody? I've got another APA League match of mine, but this one is 9-ball. Now, if you're not familiar with the APA 9-ball, every ball is worth a point, and the 9-ball is worth 2 points. And both players have to race to a certain number of points based on their skill level. Now, I'm ranked a 9, and my opponent in this match is ranked a 6. So I'll be going to 75 points while my opponent goes to 46 points. Now, I really think you're going to enjoy this match because not only are you going to get to see my opponent shoot this time, but you're also going to see a little bit of everything that comes from my channel. There's going to be bank shots, kick shots, natural rolling of the cue ball, a carom shot, break and runs, some safeties, a little bit of luck, and a little bit of fun. And during the course of the match, there's going to be a running scoreboard that you can see right over here. And every time that I shoot, there'll be a cue ball diagram with a red dot indicating where I'm shooting on the cue ball right over here. So sit back and enjoy the match, and I'll see you when it's over. Every APA match starts off with the lag to determine who's going to break first. I won the lag, and just like in my 8-ball match, the first rack starts off a little slow as I broke dry. Not only did I break dry, but my opponent also has an opportunity to score a few points. Pretty sure my opponent was trying to bank the 5 into the 9 and end the rack. Now with my first shot, I'm pretty straight in on the 5-ball, so I just use a center ball hit and let the natural roll of the cue ball get position for the 6. Now from the 6 to the 7, I use top right spin, so that when the cue ball hits the bottom rail, the outbound angle is shorter and gets me closer to the 7-ball. And from here, I just use a little bit of bottom spin to stun the cue ball off of the 8-ball and get position on the 9-ball. That break was better since I at least made a ball. I just don't have position on the 1-ball. But since the game just started,
I decided to be aggressive and tried to kick it in. It was disappointing that I missed a rather easy bank shot, because had I made it, I'm pretty sure I would have ran the rest of the table. Now, after making a careless mistake like that, my opponent was able to punish me for the rest of the rack. That was a great bank shot by my opponent. And then he follows up with an awesome cut shot on the 9 ball. My opponent made 2 balls on the break, but you can see the disappointment he has because he can't see the 1 ball. And in APA, you can't play a push after the break. You have to make an attempt at the next ball. I needed the cue ball to actually come a little higher on the 3 so that I can play position on the 4 ball to go into the top left corner pocket. But since I fell short of my position, I'm just going to stun the cue ball off of the 3 and then play safe on the 4. Now with ball in hand, the rest of the rack should be mine. I was actually fortunate that I ran into the 6 ball like that when I really wanted the cue ball to come all the way around to shoot the 6 in the bottom left corner pocket. I made 2 balls on the break this time and have position on the 1 ball. But what you see me looking at is that the 2 ball does not pass by the 5 ball to go into the top left corner pocket. Now I can try to get position on the 2 ball to go into the bottom left corner pocket, but I typically don't like to let my cue ball move a whole lot. So what I'm actually going to do is just draw off the 1 ball and then play safe on the 2 ball. The safety worked as my opponent failed to contact the 2 ball, but the 6 ball fell, and in APA, any ball that's pocketed on a foul, except for the 9 ball, is considered a dead ball, and no one gets the point. Most of the time, when I have a choice between shooting a shot with topspin or bottom spin, I choose topspin. This is because I find it easier to control the cue ball going forward with topspin as opposed to going backwards with bottom spin. Just like how my opponent did earlier, where he made a ball on the break but couldn't see the one ball, and now I'm in that position. So instead of being able to play a push, I have to try something with the one ball. And I just barely missed it. Now you saw me shake my head there because I got short on getting position for the 6 ball, and that was just after doing a very similar shot back in rack 3. Here I'm struggling what to do with the 6 ball. I could shoot it in the top left corner pocket, I'm just not sure how exactly I'm going to get position back down on the other end of the table for the 7 ball. I ended up deciding to bank the 6 ball in the bottom left corner pocket and trying to draw the cue ball back for position on the 7 ball. Now what you're about to see is one of the reasons why I enjoy playing in my local APA league. I missed the bank shot, but it looks like I was going to get lucky and have the 6 ball fall in the top left corner pocket. But I can see that my opponent's trying to use the force to stop the 6 ball from falling in, and I tried countering with my own force power. It just turns out his was stronger than mine. Now you saw me miss 2 bank shots earlier, so I'm now finally using the measuring system that I demonstrated in my one rail banks and kicks video. And it pays off. I made 2 balls on the break, and the rest of the table looks runnable. There, I was checking to see if the 4 ball goes into the side pocket. And it looks like the rack is mine. Did y'all see that? Here, take a closer look. The 1 ball rolled off the spot as my opponent was putting the rack up, but at the time, I didn't even see it. That hesitation you just saw there was me realizing the 4 ball was going to be an issue, so I decided to set up for a risky play. After playing position for the 2 ball, I'm going to draw off of it and try to break open the 4, 5, 7, and 9. I just hope that I can get position on the 3 afterwards. You can say I got lucky, but it was what I was trying to do. Now, I just gotta try to finish the rest of the table. Only 22 more points to go. Once again, after making a ball in the break, I can't see the 1 ball, but I have to make a play for it. You can definitely say I got lucky there. Now, since the 4 ball is blocked from going into the top right corner pocket, I'm going to make the 1 and play position to billiard the cue ball off of the 4 and pocket the 5 instead. I didn't want the cue ball to bounce like it did, because I think that stopped him from getting position on the 6. Since I have a commanding lead over my opponent, I'm going to play aggressive and try to kick the 6 in. Now all I have to do is just focus on making the 7, and I'm automatically going to have position for the 8. And my opponent gives me the rest of the rack. Now you see me call the 1 ball in the side pocket, which I don't have to do, but my opponent was joking with me and was like, "Well, now what are you going to do?" And that was my response. I hesitated again because I wanted to make sure where do I want to play position for the 4 ball. Here or here? And I decided on option 2. This looks like another break and run, doesn't it? But even I make mistakes. Time to close it out.
So there you have it, everybody. What you saw there at the end was, since I only needed 2 more points to win the match, my opponent forfeited, giving me those 2 points and allowing me to win the match 75-16 with 9 dead balls in about 9 innings. Now let me ask you something. Was that cue ball diagram helpful? Because that was actually requested in my last 8-ball match that I posted. Also, what about the commentary? Was it enough? Was it too much? I just want to make sure that there's this nice balance so that you're able to enjoy the match as well as learn something from it. So let me know in the comment section below what you thought. And if you like what you saw, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Take care, everybody.